Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we're looking at a paper from the Hugging Face trending list published on October 1st, 2025, about 5 days ago. This paper takes a fresh swing at safety alignment for reasoning models. It introduces ReCap, a training recipe that injects counter-aligned chain of thought prefixes, yielding average gains of plus 12.3% on direct harmful benchmarks, plus 21.0% on jailbreaking benchmarks, plus 7.8% on helpfulness and over-refusal, and plus 0.9% on math reasoning. The paper is titled Large Reasoning Models Learn Better Alignment from Flawed Thinking, and the implications for model training are quite significant. Beyond the headline numbers, the method boosts self-reflection to 83.4% versus 59.7%, stays robust under adaptive attacks with about 35.4% stronger performance under full chain hijacking and around 97 to 99% safety versus about 69 to 79%, and it preserves the inference token budget. Alright, Figure 1 shows how ReCap teaches a policy model to override flawed trajectories. Counter-aligned prefilling means seeding the chain of thought with a deliberately wrong or overly cautious prefix, so the model must correct course to get reward. The left boxes inject refusal text for benign prompts and unsafe text for harmful prompts, while the middle box routes to safer alternatives. The training then updates the policy only after the injected prefix, which preserves normal inference cost. So, Table 1 shows that prefilling strongly steers behavior, because the final answer follows the seeded reasoning direction. Prefilling means injecting a partial chain of thought at the start, which the model must continue. With unsafe prefixes, average safety drops by about 36%, while safe prefixes boost it by about 92%. The effect even transfers across model families, where the QN34B model loses roughly 20% under an unsafe prefix. So, Table 1 showed how prefilling can steer behavior. Table 2 reports head-to-head results across safety, jailbreaking, over-refusal, and math. The table shows ReCap leading on both direct, harmful, and jailbreak tests, with scores near the top of the scale. Over-refusal, which means rejecting harmless requests, drops while helpfulness rises. Math stays intact or slightly better, which matters because alignment often trades off with capability. The same pattern holds for both DS-Llama 8B and DS-Quen14B. Okay, Figure 2 shows that ReCap keeps inference cost on par with DAPO. The figure tracks average tokens for the DS-Quen14B model, split into chain of thought tokens, which are the reasoning steps, and final reply tokens. Safety and over-refusal shows slightly longer reasoning under ReCap, so the model reflects more before answering. Math shows shorter reasoning, which suggests crisper solutions without extra verbiage. The total tokens remain comparable across all three domains. While Table 3 shows the stress test under full chain of thought hijacking, which means the attacker replaces the entire reasoning trace and forces the model to answer without its own thinking. The table reports that ReCap keeps safety near 98 for DS-Llama 8B. It also records about 96 for DS-Quen14B. By contrast, DAPO sits near 70 for the first model. It reaches roughly 73 for the second, so ReCap remains far more robust. Alright, Figure 3 summarizes how three training knobs shape the balance between safety and over-refusal. The full figure shows that a moderate prefilling ratio keeps strong safety while avoiding excessive refusals. The left panel reports that effect clearly. The middle panel indicates that longer prefixes help until very long traces start to hurt, because the model leans on the injected reasoning. The right panel demonstrates that counter-aligned sources improve robustness, whereas aligned prefixes weaken it. So, two takeaways stand out. ReCap trains models to recover from bad reasoning states by counter-aligned prefilling, and it delivers large safety and jailbreak robustness gains while keeping reasoning ability and token cost intact. The broader signal is clear: alignment should reward course correction, not just final answers. That is it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Thanks for listening.